Good morning, Mama Kase. Livuke njani? I hope you're doing well wherever you are. Girl child, girlfriend, woman, phenomenal woman, as Maya Angelou said in her beautiful poem. Anyway, the conversation today, I'm talking about the weight that women carry. Yes, the weight women carry from being a little infant right up to the sunset time. We carry some weight. And some of the burdens that bring us down, the weight that weighs us down, is not necessarily that which we have chosen. It is imposed on us. I'm going to talk about when a child is born, a girl child. It has been my observation, I may be wrong, but I'm sure some of you can concur with what I'm saying, that as soon as a child is born, oh, this little girl is so small. Oh, this little girl is so chubby. Those labels get thrown at you right from the minute you are born. That may not bother you, that may carry on in your life, that unnecessary baggage, but you get it right off the bat from the minute you are born. I have listened to conversations about girl children. Oh, she was born so tiny. Oh, she's so small. Oh, she was a little underweight. Never in my whole life have I listened to that kind of conversation being said about boy children or any number of males that have been in my life. I really don't recall that vividly. But for the girl child, it's right here. I know it has been said, and I know I've been part of that conversation as well. But on reflection, I'm starting to think, why do we burden the girl child right off the bat, right from the minute they are born, with all those labels, especially about the weight? And that would be the weight that we carry. Whether it's a lightweight or heavyweight, we carry that along the way. Now we talk about our school going age. We are now in school. We are learning just in the same classes with the boys. But it appears as if the focus gets on the boys. They have to do better. They have to be in sports. They have to be very active in different activities at school. I'm talking about my generation, then the generations before. When it comes to us women from Southern Africa, the girl children, we went to school, yes. We were validated. My father always validated my successes in school. But the focus always seemed to be on how the boys are doing. The boys had to beat the girls all the time. And if you're a girl and you're competitive and you're doing well, you get harassed by your classmates. Yeah, the boys would be relentless in the harassment of very academically oriented girls. And you would find that it was not that comfortable. The boys are expected to be successful. Now, when we talk about our raising our children or the way we were raised, the focus was on sending the boy child to school. The girls were supposed to be working in the house, or if they did go to school, they had to focus on coming back, cleaning the house, cooking for their siblings, and doing all sorts of tasks, while the boy child was let off the hook to go running around, roaming the streets, just playing. That's the weight that we've carried from early childhood. I do love the way I was raised. I do love my Africanness. I do appreciate the society that raised me. But that obvious discrepancy, that obvious selection of who is better off at doing what task was obvious from the beginning. Most of us will attest to the fact that you, as a girl child, were the one expected to do the runnings when mom or older siblings were not present. The cleaning of the house, the washing dishes, supervising your other siblings was thrust on you. The weight we carry from a very early age. And when you continue the conversation about scholarly achievements, we were not expected to take on the challenging professions, being doctors, being engineers, being draftsperson. I don't remember ever knowing a civil engineer or a draftsperson who was a female in the time that I was growing up. Teachers, yes. Of course, we were the nurses, the cleaners of homes, the workers in the farms, not the farm manager, the one who's tilling the land. When it came to doing the big things, it wasn't us, the girls. It was the boys that were expected to do the big things. And when you did the big things, there was a lot of back conversation. How many of you can attest to the story that most of us women were not even counted when it came to do the sciences? You can't be going to pursue math and physics and chemistry. You are not good enough. We got told that over and over. That's for the boys. That's for the boys to achieve the higher professions. It is quite sad. I'm glad that that attitude is changing or has been changing gradually. But do we still see that in families, in how society looks at us women getting into these high-powered professions, high-thinking professions? Yeah, it's still there, even up to this date. We are always pushed to the back. We are always pushed to do the lesser tasks, the ones that do not need us to be in the front, to lead. You see it even in present day society. Now, here's the young lady who is focused on her profession, on her career, on her academic or artistic career. They have no time to give that energy to someone else. And so the stories start revolving around, she can't get a man. She is not woman enough. No man wants her. She wants to be the man. So no man is going to look at her or want to get her to marry. The weight that women carry. The woman is focused on her career. The woman is focused on her achievements. But the stories start circulating in the family. Oh, that one, she can't be married, eh? She wants to be a man herself. You start getting those remarks. People start showing you that you are not complete. You're getting old and you don't have a man. You are not married. You start hearing it from your friends, from your family members. You start hearing it from colleagues. They want to set you up for a date. They think you're not enough when you're on your own. The weight that women carry. I never hear of men being asked why they are not married and they're still single in their 40s. But when you hit 40 and you're a woman, the questions bombard you. Can't you get a man? Why are you not married? Why don't you have children? Why is it that you can't find somebody to marry you? What is wrong with you? And on and on and on it goes. How sad that is. What if it's your choice not to marry? What if it is your choice to marry when you're 60? Why is it a requirement that the girl child has to find a man, has to find a partner to be married to by the time they are 25, 30? Why is it a requirement? Especially for us coming from the African continent. I've seen it. It's been talked about a lot in families, in circles that we go to. You even get prayer groups. Women praying for you to find a husband. The weight that women carry. And now that you finally found a man, where are the children? How come you've been in the marriage for 5 years, you have no children? How come you don't have children? How come you are not giving us children in the family? It comes from every angle. You start hearing it in your own family, in your own circle of friends. The prayers come from the church ladies. The pressure is on. Why are you not giving us children? But you have a husband. And the questions are not being fielded to the husband. They are being fielded to you. You are the problem, is what society is telling you. If this family is not able to have children, you, the woman, are the problem. The weight that women carry. And finally, you have the children. You're the one who's going to get up. First of all, you're the one who is going to deliver the child. You are the one who is going to have that 9 to 10 month period of carrying somebody wherever you are. Where you lay down, they lay down with you. When you stand up, they stand up with you. When you eat, they eat with you. And finally, you have to give birth to this person, to this child. And you are the one who goes into labor. You are the one who has that cesarean section. You are the one who has to deal with breastfeeding, the sore breasts, the pain from trying to get your infant to suck from your breast. The sleepless nights, the crying. It falls on you. When dear hubby is sleeping right here next to you, or he chooses to go to the next room because the crying is too much, you have to carry that weight. How? Why? I know biologically we're the ones who carry the child. I know that is how we have the uterus, right? But the weight is solely on you, the woman, to carry, to birth the child and take care of after they are born. How we survive all this weight that we carry can only attest to one thing. We are a force to reckon with. Indeed, we are. And then comes the sunset years. Who is now given the responsibility of taking care of the elderly parent, the elderly brother or sister, the elderly aunt? Of course, it's the women in the clan, the children, the grandchildren, the sisters-in-law, the mothers-in-law. We continue to have that weight that we carry. Oh, she's very mean. she's not looking after the mother-in-law well. Oh, she is not looking after her mother well. She is not taking care of the father-in-law. She doesn't have the appropriate workers or the appropriate help to be able to have the in-law comfortable. Am I saying something that we have lived, experienced? Please share with me in the comments. Let's have this conversation. I am proud of being a woman. I am proud of being a mom. I have raised children, taken care of grandchildren, and I am grateful for that experience. But I think it is okay to talk about how discrepant this role that we have as women is from what the men get as their role. They're called the providers, but we are the ones who provide most of the time, care, and make sure the family runs well. If the family is dysfunctional, it is the mother who has failed to rein in the children. If the marriage is breaking up, has broken up, it is the wife who has failed to keep her home intact. If you fail at work, if your team is not doing well, especially if you're a woman, you don't have the right managing skills, you are not a good leader. If you run for office, you are pushed aside because you are not capable of governing. That's what they tell us. The weight that women carry. I hope someday we will be sitting around and talking about how our societies, the cultures, are now finally allowing us and embracing us to be the woman beside a successful man, to be the woman who is successful, supported by a good husband, to be the sister, the child in the house who is female, dynamic, successful, and the family and society at large embraces and celebrates their success. I mean, I want to hear about your stories. Tell me what you think about how we women are looked at and how much of this weight is put upon us from the time we enter this world. Thanks so much for the conversations. I appreciate you. And please share so that we can get more women to talk and share their stories. And I will see you on the next conversation. It's bye for now.